Ever wondered how your computer knows where to find a website when you type in its name? It's a simple action we take for granted every day. But behind the scenes, there's a complex process at work. Just as you might look up a friend's name in your contact list to find their phone number, your computer does something similar, but instead of a phone number, it's looking for an IP address. But what if something goes wrong in this process? What if, instead of your friend's number, you ended up with a stranger's? In the world of cybersecurity, this isn't just an inconvenience, it can be a serious vulnerability. So how does your computer ensure it's connecting to the right place? The answer to this question lies in the concept of name resolution, a crucial yet potentially vulnerable aspect of network communication. So what is name resolution? Well, in simple terms, think of it as an internet phone book. Just as you look up a person's name in a phone book to find their number, your computer uses name resolution to translate human-friendly domain names into numerical IP addresses that it can understand. Imagine you want to visit a website, say, your favorite online bookstore. You type in the domain name, like bestbooks.com, comma, into your web browser. But here's the thing. Your computer doesn't understand bestbooks.com, it understands numbers like IP addresses. So how does your computer know where to go? This is where name resolution comes into play. It's a process that takes the domain name you've entered and translates it into an IP address that your computer can understand. This IP address is like a digital address, telling your computer exactly where to find the website you want to visit. But it's not just about websites. Name resolution is crucial for all kinds of internet services, from email to video streaming. Without it, you'd need to memorize and type in a long string of numbers every time you wanted to visit a website, send an email, or watch a video. Not very convenient, right? Now let's get a bit technical. The most common method of name resolution is the domain name system, or DNS. When you enter a domain name, your computer sends a query to a DNS server, which then responds with the corresponding IP address. But here's an interesting fact. The DNS server doesn't always know the answer. Sometimes it needs to ask other DNS servers for help. This process is known as DNS recursion, and it's like a detective story where the DNS server is the detective, hunting for clues until it finds the right IP address. In essence, name resolution is your computer's GPS for the internet, guiding it to the correct destination. It's a vital part of how the internet works, ensuring that you can access the online services you need and want easily and efficiently. So next time you type in a domain name, remember, there's a whole lot of work going on behind the scenes to get you where you want to go. Now that we understand what name resolution is, it's time to explore why it's so important. Imagine the internet as an enormous, sprawling city. Without name resolution, trying to find a specific website would be like trying to find a specific house without an address system. You'd have to wander aimlessly, hoping you'd stumble upon the right place. Name resolution is like the internet's addressing system, making sure you can find exactly what you're looking for with ease. But it's not just about user convenience. Name resolution also plays a crucial role in managing the sheer size and complexity of the internet. It allows for the scalability of the internet, accommodating the continuous addition of new websites and devices. It's like city planning for the digital world, ensuring that as our online city expands, it remains navigable and organized. Without name resolution, navigating the vast expanse of the internet would be like finding a needle in a haystack. However, as with any technology, name resolution isn't without its flaws. It's essential to be aware of its vulnerabilities, as these can be exploited by cybercriminals to cause real harm. One common threat is DNS spoofing, also known as DNS cache poisoning. This occurs when data in a DNS resolver's cache is replaced with malicious information. Cybercriminals can trick the resolver into directing traffic to a harmful website, even when the user types in the correct trusted web address. This diversion can lead to serious consequences, like the theft of sensitive information or the installation of malware. Another vulnerability lies in the potential for a man-in-the-middle attack. In this scenario, the attacker intercepts and potentially alters communication between two parties without their knowledge. This can create a false sense of security, wherein users believe they're communicating directly with a trusted source, when in fact they're interacting with an attacker. Moreover, these threats aren't just theoretical, they're happening right now, on networks around the globe. They could disrupt network communication, lead to data theft, or even facilitate larger-scale cyber attacks. In essence, these vulnerabilities can turn name resolution from a handy tool into a potent weapon in the hands of cybercriminals. So it's crucial to understand these risks and how to mitigate them, ensuring that our networks remain safe, secure, and reliable. Fear not, though. While these vulnerabilities are concerning, there are ways to protect against them. Let's dive into the common protective measures against name resolution vulnerabilities. Firstly, there's the DNS Security Extensions, or DNSSEC. This is a suite of Internet Engineering Task Force specifications for securing information provided by the domain name system. In simpler terms, DNSSEC provides a way to check that the website you're connecting to is actually the one you intended to reach, helping prevent DNS spoofing. Next, let's talk about secure browsing practices. This includes actions like keeping your systems and browsers updated, avoiding suspicious links, and using encrypted connections whenever possible. Basically, it boils down to being careful and thoughtful about where you click and what you download. Lastly, the use of virtual private networks, or VPNs, can provide an extra layer of security. A VPN can help protect your privacy and data by creating a private network from a public internet connection. It masks your IP address, making your online actions much harder to trace. But remember, none of these measures are foolproof on their own. It's the combination of these, along with a proactive approach to cybersecurity, that can help fend off name resolution vulnerabilities. In this digital age where our lives are increasingly intertwined with the online world, taking these steps to protect ourselves is not just a recommendation, but a necessity. Remember, in the cyber world, the best offense is a good defense. Stay safe and surf smart.